Hello, welcome to Demon Interviews, episode 136. And Lord, that's a long time. And I'm your host, as always, Springy. And joining us today is our very special guest.
You can call me Mary. Yeah, that's about it.
Well, welcome to the show. First
Thank you.
off, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm good. Like I told you, I spent most of my morning doing school stuff. I'm in grad school right now, so
Mm,
so I have a lot to do.
makes sense.
But I stopped. Everything was pretty much done-ish around 1 anyway, so I was like, you know what, maybe I'll go take a break for a little bit. So I was like, you know what, I took a
Perfect
break and then
distraction.
here I am.
Perfect distraction. I mean,
Exactly.
Demon Interviews, distracting you from your homework since 2018. Um, That's how long we can actually say that and actually not be like yesterday. Um, so the next question is: have you ever been interviewed like this before?
Uh, Lord, I gotta think. As far as like super formal, I don't, or like this, I don't think so. Like I've been uh like stopped by like news stations just to ask my thoughts about stuff, but as usually I'm the one doing the interviewing. There's a tape somewhere of me that when I was like 8 or 9 years old, I just found a tape recorder and I just started deciding to interview like everyone in my family. So, um, I don't think so. Maybe something will come to me later, but I can't think of anything.
Well, we're happy to introduce you to the world of interviewing. If not, and if so, then to this side of the world of interviewing. Um, so next question, very serious, very controversial, very in depth. Would you rather eat Cheetos or go on a hike?
Cheetos.
Mm.
Especially now since I'm nursing a busted ankle.
Ah, makes sense.
Like, actually, it was kind of funny. It happened the day after I went on a hike. So I was laughing. I was like, "Hey, it's a good thing I didn't like go down while out there. Y'all would have had to like make a gurney out of like sticks and stuff." So I was like, "Yeah, it's a good thing it happened afterwards, eh?"
Yeah,
But no, the answer is Cheetos.
yeah,
Always Cheetos.
always Cheetos. Um, So, as people could probably guess from the catalog of people before,
Mhm.
you are a cosplayer.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, is there any other new cosplays that you have planned to do that you have to tell us about without me paying you
Uh,
a small fee of $5?
um, Good question. Again, I haven't really had the time to really think about it. I know my fiance and I were both going to be part of a Ruby cosplay. She told you about that.
Yes.
Um, she was going to be part of a. We were both going to be part of a Ruby cosplay, complete with panel and everything. So I've got that. I'm Blake. She's May. Um, and then trying to think if there's anything like in particular that just like screamed to me like, oh my god, I want to do that. Um, like nothing really off the no, nothing really off the top of my head yet. Well, that's okay. That's not true. She and I are both also planning on doing Max and Chloe from the Life is Strange games.
Oh,
So
nice.
so we've been meaning to do that. She's not sure exactly how blue she wants her hair or how much she wants to do it, uh, but yeah, like I said, it's mostly just sort of like informal. Like we'll be watching or playing something and be like, "Oh my god, we need to do that," or
Yeah,
like yeah, that'd be fun. So yeah, aside from the Ruby one, we don't really have anything concretely.
yeah, that makes sense. I know.
Mhm.
The same type of thing is like very spur of the moment where it's like I just sped watched this whole series. I want to be that character now.
Yeah,
For the first time, I actually had the capabilities to become one of them for the first time ever. But
yeah.
um, next question is going to be what is the hardest thing about getting into one of your cosplays?
Oh God. Um, for me, it's usually like all the like just the initial getting into it.
Mm.
Like she a few months ago, I came home from work and she already had her May Marigold outfit on. She was filming TikToks and she goes, "Hey, she said, "Do you want to do Blake for this one?" I was like, "But that means that I have to put on all the makeup, the wig." And she's like, "Well, do the casual one, just do like a white top and then black pants." I'm like, "Fine." So
Yeah.
I think it's just sort of the motivation of getting it on. and then, and then I think it also depends a lot on really like movement,
Mhm.
like how complicated your stuff is. Like we know people who make their own like suits of armor and stuff like that, and I'm like, my god, man, how do y'all function like that? That's horrible. So, but yeah, I'd say it's those two things, like the motivation to like put on the costume, and then like figuring out how to stand on a con floor in the most comfortable shoes possible.
Yeah.
Because yeah, yeah, my Blake shoes, woof, they're they're difficult to move in sometimes,
Mm.
but it's
That,
great fun when after it's all on and everything, and you can be that character.
yeah. Awesome. Well, speaking of conventions, there's a whole section of just convention type questions, but
Mm.
have you ever gone? Oh, well, you kind of already answered that one. It's just saying being on the con floor. So let's just continue on to the next one. Of
Sure.
how many cons have you gone to
Yeah.
before,
So
or if it's
really,
easier, different kinds?
I was gonna say, so really not a whole lot. She and I did Wizard World STL 2 years, I think. Yeah, I think it was 2 years we did that. And then around the same time as the second one, the second year we did it, our one of our local science center actually was having like an anime night, and you could come in and dressed up in however you want to, and there were like local artists there. And then at the end, or if you wanted to, at like 9, 10 o'clock at night, if you wanted to, you could buy tickets to one of the Studio Ghibli movies that they were showing on the IMAX. So I was like, oh my god, we gotta do that. So that was fun. So I guess that's kind of a convention. Um, and then I'm just trying to. Otherwise, we haven't really done a whole lot. Again, we had one lined up for the past couple of years that got canceled. So hopefully it'll be good to go by 2022. We
Yeah,
rolled over our tickets twice. So
makes sense.
so hopefully.
Well, the next con-based question is, what's with everything obviously going on and stuff. What's the next con that you're hoping to attend to?
So I'm pretty sure the one that we signed up for was Anime STL. So
Mhm.
again, that's the one um, that we've sort of rolled over twice. That's in a part of St. Louis, and the other. I mean, again, they're like small ones that happen around here that, again, we just never really think to look into. So I
Mhm.
guess, again, maybe someday we'd go to the big one in like San Diego or something like
Mhm.
that. Or like RTX, the Rooster Teeth convention. We'd love to go to either one of those someday. But
Yeah.
as far as, again, planning, all we really have is ASTL. And
Yeah.
that's about what we know is to be kind of solidified. But
Yeah. Makes sense. Well, the last con-based question is going to be: what is your favorite convention memory?
um, and I'm trying to remember which one Chloe told you. She told you about the one who okay, not I know the one she forgot about. So that same the one where we went as Archer and Pam from Archer.
Mm-hmm.
Um so that same day we were leaving, and all of a sudden, right as we're leaving, I hear, "Holy shit snacks!" And I look, and there's another Pam with like the exact same dolphin. Like there's another, and so we had to get a picture with her. We were like, "Oh my gosh!" And so we like gave each other like a big hug, and everything like that. That was funny. Yeah, she told the better story, but I also like that one from that day too.
Well, I mean, that's always fun in general.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, now I have to say a stereotypical YouTube thing of don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon. If you have any questions for our lovely guest here, put them in the comments section below. And if you're ever getting back onto the show, we'll ask them your questions.
Hmm.
And if you want to follow Lovely Gas on any of these social media
Oh,
platforms, there will
Lord, there's
be yeah,
yeah, there's a
the
lot.
the yeah. There will be at least a way to get to all of them in the description below. Nice.
Because there's a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Uh, but now we'll go on to another small set of questions. This is coming from the first two of the three. Is coming from a Mr. Zoom underscore 2028. It's a very long, very complicated question.
okay,
Um,
I'm gonna drink some water here.
yeah. Um, bacon question mark.
Mm. You know, not really my thing.
Hmm,
Mm-mm. I'll eat it. It's not, it's fine, but just I don't lose my mind over it. Mm.
understandable.
Mm. Much more of a sausage type girl.
Yeah.
If I had the choice.
Next up, it's coming from the same person, Mr. I was gonna say Mr. and then I was like, wait, his name starts with Mr. I was like, Mr. Zoom underscore 2028. Peanut butter question mark.
Yes, absolutely.
Mm.
Yes, completely. Um, Reese's is probably my favorite candy.
Ah, yeah, I
uh,
understand that.
for my birthday, Chloe bought me like a 3-ish pound bag of Reese's Pieces. So yes, absolutely.
Oh god. So the last question for this set is bacon and peanut butter question mark.
I mean, I'd probably try it once, but can't really can't really say yes or no. I've had bacon and chocolate before, and that was fine. But like I said, I'd try it. I'd try it once, and then go from there.
I actually did record myself eating it because we asked this question a lot. And I'm like, I have some bacon and I have some peanut butter. Might as well and have some content for the Instagram. And it wasn't that bad. I mean, like
Yeah,
obviously it depends on how much peanut butter you put on it, but
yeah,
yeah,
and how you cook the bacon too. I'd assume. Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And then we also talked about like peanut butter cookies with like a bacon crumble, like you actually
Mm.
cook bacon and then crumble
Hmm.
it, not the cheap
Yeah,
bacon crumble.
yeah. When I tried bacon and chocolate, it was chocolate brownies with bacon, like candied bacon on top of it. So that was pretty good, actually. Yeah, that wasn't bad. It was
That sounds
years
pretty good.
ago. Yeah, it was years ago, but yeah, it
Yeah,
wasn't the worst.
makes sense. Well, the next and that's we're done with sets of questions. Now it's
That's
just questions
fine.
individually. Uh,
Fine.
now, coming from also a past guest, a Shannon Carruthers,
Mhm.
you're going to be the star of a movie. Who would you want
Oh.
your co-star to be, and what genre of movie would it be?
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good question. Probably just about anybody from, I guess my co-star would be anyone from the cast of Critical Role,
Hmm?
I think. Um, and I think I'd probably want to do like a thriller of some kind, where one of us plays like a serial killer or something like that. Know it, or the other one have to hunt him down.
Yeah.
That's the type of stuff I love to watch anyway. So I could see that. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Awesome. Well, next up is who is your biggest cosplay inspiration or inspirations?
Oof. There's, I guess it's just like some people, there's like the traditional ones. There's like Ginny D and Procrastination Cosplay Works and all that stuff. But really, like, I got into idolizing like cosplayers kind of late in the game, like after I'd already started,
Hmm.
because I knew friends back home. We all grew up in theater together, so they would go to conventions like all over the country and cosplay, and I'd really sort of like, oh wow, like that's kind of cool. I had never really thought of that until I like saw them do it. And so I was like, you know what, that's really cool. I would love to try and do something like that someday. And so, um, again, my Pam costume was pretty good, but it was made of things that I already had or
Hmm.
that we didn't spend more than like $5 on. So I had the dolphins around here somewhere. I don't know where he went, but She bought him for me. He was like $5 on Amazon. Like, yeah. So really, again, like, there's the traditional ones, and there's just I hadn't really thought of it that way. It was just something that we thought was awesome because we love theater and we love performing, and that was just it. Just seemed natural.
Awesome. That makes the most sense to me. I
Hmm.
mean,
Yeah.
um, so the next question is going to be: would you keep a pet zombie or would you kill it?
Mm, I don't know. I mean, I guess it would depend on. I think Chloe actually said this almost exact same thing. I guess it would sort of depend on what became zombified. Like,
Hmm.
guess it depended. Like, if we had like a pet like Great Dane, then well, no, that's not true. That wouldn't. I don't know. I think I'd probably try to keep it as long as I could or as best as I could,
Hmm.
as I don't believe in animal cruelty and I'm not a
Uh,
big fan on killing things. So,
yeah.
um, we would at least try to. I'd at least try to keep it.
Awesome.
So maybe it's cool. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe just chill. Maybe it's just like toss it a piece of bacon every
I was
day
gonna
and it'll be
say,
good.
toss it. Find a squirrel or something. I don't know.
Exactly. Well, next up, my phone is being an issue. Uh, and thus is why I'm going
I, I don't even
to
have.
the folks.
Yeah, mine's not even here. Actually, come to think about it.
So now the next question is coming from a past guest, a Harley F. Quinn.
Mhm.
What are those?
I'm barefoot right now, so
Mm.
um, oh, if it were in here, I would totally show you the ankle braces I'm having to wear. But right now, I'm barefoot,
Yeah,
so I don't really have anything.
cool. Um, the next question is. I'm trying to make sure I don't like restate the same question 6 times,
Sure, sure,
or like ones we already answered by answering a different one.
yeah.
What is one thing you want people to know about the characters that you cosplay as?
Ooh, oh, that's a good one. I guess just in the ones that I've done like publicly, like there's again like the first one was Pam Poovey, and then Kiki from Kiki's Delivery Service, Blake. They seem to, and again in the future possibly Max Caulfield. I guess that's a good question, but I guess I'm going for strong female leads.
Hmm.
I guess I'm going for women who and girls who don't necessarily aren't like really docile or like obedient or anything like
Hmm.
that. And yeah, again, I guess I just go for strong, kick-ass female leads. I guess that's just the way it works. That's what I've always been attracted to. That's what has always drawn me to stories, and that's what I like to portray.
Awesome. And sorry if I keep on saying the same
No, no,
adjectives.
no, no. Oh
That's
no.
just the only one in my head. It's either
No, it's
awesome or amazing.
fine.
They only start with my with the letter A.
No, it's
Um,
fine.
and to me, it's just like cool. It doesn't sound
Yeah.
as good, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. No, it's not a
Um,
big deal.
do do do. Um, uh, d- um, what is the best compliment you've ever gotten?
Ooh, okay. Again, I think just how many people flocked to me as Pam. Like when like again, it wasn't necessarily like comic book related or anything like that, but it was just something that I guess was so pop culture that people really could recognize. And like I guess just um either just how many people clamored to me or how many people said I was adorable while I was Kiki.
Hmm.
um, because I even did the hi, my name's Kiki and I'm a witch because she's only 13. So I did a whole like higher register voice for a little while and everything, and
Nice.
yeah.
Who is your favorite character to cosplay as?
Ooh, okay, that is a good question. I really do love my Kiki outfit. Like, it's not all that hard to get on. It's the picture that I sent you
Mm-hmm.
was from a summer shoot, so it was actually really really nice. It's uh, like knee length. There's shoes and like very light makeup to do with it, and again, it's not as in depth as my Blake one is, because that requires a wig, that requires full shoes, that requires a whole bunch of stuff that is really really hard to get on.
Yeah.
So I again, one, just because again I love the movie Kiki's Delivery Service. It's my favorite movie of all time. I love her character, and again, just that outfit is, and I look adorable in it. But the outfit is what makes it the easiest. Because again, it's literally just slip it on, throw on the bow that it came with, and then grab some other stuff, and it comes, since she carries like an orange messenger bag. It comes with stuff for me to comes with a bag for me to put my stuff in.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. So that was nice. That was a
Yeah.
cool part of that costume.
Yeah, I can understand the crazy amount of needing to put stuff on for it to work. So
Yeah,
so cosplays like that are very appreciated.
yeah.
Um, last question on the list. Then I have more, surprisingly. Who from the interwebs would you ever like to do a IRL like collaboration with that
Oh,
you haven't done one with before?
mm-hmm. I would love to work with Markiplier,
Oh,
or again, or the cast of Critical Role,
mm-hmm.
uh, and who's the other one that I watch? Oh, either Kendall Ray or Bailey Sarian, and those they're both they're both kind of funny. They both do like long form commentary videos, but one of them talks about serial killers while she does her makeup. So it's fun. No, it's a lot of fun. So any of those would be phenomenal, I think.
Awesome. Well, now we go on to the final four questions. The first one is: do you have any questions, comments, or concerns for me as an individual or about the show in general?
uh no, I don't think so.
Awesome. Well, now we're gonna move on to the final three. I promise I won't say that every single time.
It's
Um,
fine.
would you ever like to come back to the show?
Yeah, sure, no problem. This was fun. And
Awesome.
again, it gave me a nice little break from studying and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah. Next up, do you have any questions for a future guest?
Um, what or who inspires you?
Ooh,
Just in general, cosplay or otherwise, just in general. What's an
awesome.
inspiration? Yeah.
And then the last one is going to be who would you like to see on the show in the future?
That's a that's a good question, because again, we totally don't really. Uh, I don't know.
That's a
I'm
completely fine answer.
I was gonna say that's a very very broad question. I'm not
Yeah.
really sure.
Yeah. Once we had like somebody suggest to try guys, I'm like, I
Oh
mean,
God.
we'll try. I we'll try. uh, but no promises anytime soon. And that's episode 15. So
Yeah.
yeah. And spoilers for everybody else, did not happen between episode 16 and now. So I'm sorry. Uh,
No. Yeah, like I said, like I couldn't even think of someone who would be not necessarily willing but able to do a small time cosplay interview show.
yeah. No,
Nothing
no,
wrong
you're
with
fine.
it.
You're fine.
Nothing wrong with it. Just I can't think of anyone with that sort of schedule.
Yeah, don't worry. Um, so that's that's it.
All right.
Now, I want to say thank you very much for being on the show and doing
Mhm.
this. I do highly appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you all. I will stare directly into the camera. You all for for watching. Don't forget to do all the stereotypical YouTube stuff. Don't forget to follow
Mhm.
our lovely guests on all the social media platforms.
Yeah.
And at least I will see you in the next video.